You can bend your knees or have them straight. You can rest them together if they're bent or out to the side, whatever works for you. You can have your arms out to the sides with the palms up, or if you like to place them on your body to help emphasize your breathing, feel free. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, please go ahead and do that. Just to connect with what's happening inside. Let go of visual distraction. Just be with sensation. Perhaps noticing all those places where the body touches the ground. Noticing the feel and movement of breath. And then you can start to deepen your breath, inviting it more fully into a relaxed belly. Let it expand from the belly to the ribs. And finally, breathing from belly to ribs to chest. And now, if your legs are bent and you're able, please straighten them out. And then walk the feet over to the right. And you cross your left or right ankle. Then move your upper body over as well. Arms up over. Take the left wrist with the right hand. And just breathe as deeply as you can here. Seeing if you can feel the breath open up that left side. Lift the left arm into the air. Bring your head back to center and pull up. And release the arms down, let go of the wrist. And release the left leg if you've crossed it over. Take it over to the left. Bring the right foot over to the left as well, perhaps crossing it over the left ankle. And then lift and move your upper body over to the left. And then take hold of the right wrist with the left hand and pull, stretch, breathe. Full, deep, spacious, long breaths. And then lift the arm up into the air. Bring your head back to center and pull that right arm up. And release the arms back down by your side. Move the right foot back over to the right. And then pull the knees in with your hands and aim the knees for your shoulders. Drop the chin down so the neck is nice and long. Notice how much space is inside the body between the thighs. Let the breath fill into that space. And then bring the arms inside the legs. Wrap the hands around the bottoms of the feet. Lift the feet to face the ceiling. Bring the head to the ground. Bring the chin down. Take a deep breath in. And when you exhale, drop the backs of the shoulders toward the ground. Spread the breath wide and deep into the body. Aim your toes toward the wall behind you. And then release the hands to the inner thighs or the outer thighs, straightening the legs out to the side, placing your hands wherever it feels like it best allows you to release the weight of the legs down. Flex the feet and reach out of the heels. And lift the legs up. You can either hold on to them or not. Point and flex your feet. And then keep the feet flexed. Bring the hands to the backs of the legs. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, lift your forehead toward your knees. Slide your hands up higher. And then draw the shoulders back and pull the legs toward you. Pressing up strong through the heels. Moving the chest toward the thighs. Drop the elbows down. Really push up through the heels, straightening the legs. Good. Now staying in this position, coming right over those legs, keeping the feet down. See if the elbows can bend. Press down into the backs of the thighs and extend longer through the crown of the head as you inhale. Pull the belly in toward the spine as you exhale. Focus on creating a long breath and a long body. Now interlace your fingers, press the palms forward, and then over to the right. Really ground down into your left leg and sit bone. Pull the crease of the left thigh back. And then take it over to the other side. Anchor yourself down through your right leg and hip. And come center, relax your hands, roll yourself up, Reach the arms up. Pull the shoulders down. Let the breath lift your heart. And release the arms down. And then bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh, just above the knee, flexing that right foot. Bend the left leg. And with your hands behind you, push back to bring your ribs and chest forward. Relax your head. If you feel like it would serve you more to bring your hands around your front shin, you can do that. I know that for me, that makes my back round some, and that takes out. But if you're deeper in it, it might serve you to pull forward. Hello. And then just lifting the heart, breathing in, breathing out. If your hands were wrapped around your front shin, return them to the floor behind you. And then we're going to move that left foot over to the left, far enough so that when you bring that knee down, you have the knee coming straight down from the hip and then the foot straight out from the knee. Good. And you can stay here, or you can lower onto your elbows. If you can do that without the knee lifting up off the ground, then you can consider lowering all the way onto your back. If you're on your back and your arms are therefore free, you can reach your left arm overhead, and then we can all curl the outer left foot toward the right foot. So it's kind of a sideways flexing of the foot. And if you're feeling like you're on your back and you're still not really getting a stretch, you can imagine pressing your hips up toward the sky. And if your arm is overhead, bring it back beside you. We'll take that right foot off the left knee, roll all the way over onto our right side. You might be resting your head on your right arm, that's fine. And then we'll take hold of the left foot and pull it toward the buttock. And then reach the knee away from you. Press the hips toward the right knee as you continue to pull the heel in. As you continue to breathe deep and slow. And then start to kick that foot back, rolling that left shoulder away from your face. And then release the foot, return the knee, bring the left hand to the ground in front of you. Press into that left hand, lifting yourself up. Bring the hands behind you, the feet in front of you, with the knees bent. And you might straighten that right leg to put the foot on top of the thigh, or you can perhaps just leave it bent. We're going to end up with that right knee bent. And again, starting with the hands behind you, pushing away from you, bringing the back ribs forward, the chest up, the shoulders back, the head relaxed. You're welcome to change the position of your hands so long as it deepens the stretch for you. And then we'll take that right foot far out to the right, letting the right knee come down, level with the hip so that you have right angles at the joints. And then if you can and you want, you can come back onto your elbows. If you come onto your elbows and your knee is still on the ground and you want, you can come all the way onto your back. If you're on your back, you can bring the right arm overhead or just stay wherever you are. Just moving that knee down and away. And then we'll curl the outer edge of the right foot up and in toward the left foot. If that right arm is overhead, bring it back beside you, and we'll all release that left foot and roll over onto your side. So if you were up, come join us down on the ground. You might rest on your left hand or left arm. And we'll take hold of that right foot toward the buttocks. We're also moving the knee away from us. So you can perhaps easily pull the foot toward the buttocks while the knee is over the other knee. We want to try to move the knee straight down from the body and then pull the heel in. And then press the hips toward that left knee. Where do you feel the breath here? Where does it go? What happens when you exhale? Is there any part of you that can relax? Okay, now kick the foot back away from the buttock, letting the shoulder roll back away from the face. And release the foot and rest the knee on the other knee, right hand on the ground in front of you, in seedling's pose. Press into the right hand and lift yourself up and flip all the way over onto hands and knees.
Hey Z, is your mic all the way up? I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me.
It was like that
Let's see
last
what's
week
going on
too.
with that.
If you can turn your mic up, thank you.
I know it happened like that, and then it corrected, and now it's not working again.
It's easy for me to hear you than to try to watch you sometimes.
No, I'm glad. I would like you to have your eyes closed. Um, huh. I
It's already up.
don't know what's going on. So you guys can do some cat and cow while I'm working on this. I think I see it. I think I see the issue. Did it just get louder?
That worked, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. So moving the spine with the breath. Tucking the exhales. Lifting the tailbone, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze on the inhales. +1 to neutral. And then walk your hands forward until your chest can touch the ground. Bringing the chin to the ground, the hands beside, feet are touching, your knees are touching, your hands are touching, your elbows are by your side, your chest and your chin are touching, your buttocks there. Breath, exhale and release the parts that are touching more deeply into the ground. And then go ahead and lengthen your spine out, flat onto the ground. Bring your hands under your shoulders if they're not already there. Press your hips down into the floor. Lift your chin, lift your chest. Roll your elbows toward your ankles. Roll your eyes toward the sky. Notice where you feel the inhale, where you feel the exhale. And relax the chin down for a moment. Let the heels relax out. Unless for some people it feels more restful to relax them in. So just follow your body's wisdom. Continuing to feel the breath, breathing with the earth. Pressing the hips down again. Inhaling, lifting the chin, peeling the chest up. And then if you can and you want, we can come into a full cobra, pushing into the hands. All the way up towards you better. Shoulders, lift your chest, roll your gaze up. Breathe into your collarbones. Release down slowly. Let your arms come to your side, turn to rest on your cheek, and again the heels can fall out or in. Feel the fronts of the shoulders relaxing toward the ground. Feel the slow rhythm of your breath rising and falling. And then we'll bend both knees. Bring the hands to the feet. If you don't reach your feet and you're wearing pants, you can grab your pant legs, or if you have a strap, wrap the strap around your feet and then hold the strap. If you reach the feet easily, you can take the ankles and then flex the feet. And then press your hips and pelvis into the ground. Bring your head center, roll your shoulders back, Take a deep breath in, lifting your head and chest. Exhale, kick your feet up and press them back. Inhale, lifting your heart. Exhale, lifting your legs. Release your head down. Bring the soles of the feet together. Turn your cheek to the other side. Take your knees nice and wide, keeping the soles of the feet together. Move the inner ankles toward the floor while pressing your pelvis down into the ground. Slow, deep breath. Bring your head center, resting on your forehead. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up. Keep your knees nice and wide. Press your sit bones back toward your heels and lay yourself down inside your thighs. Arms stretched overhead, pressing forward with your hands. Keep your hands where they are, but lift your hips off. Take your feet as wide as your knees. Curl your toes, spread your fingers. Take a breath, and then lift and push back into a wide-legged downward dog. Drop your head and chest. Roll the shoulders down your back. And then focus on your left heel and press it. Focus on your right heel and press it down. And then walk your hands toward your feet. And over to the right foot, laying your body over your right leg. And then lift your chest so that it's parallel to the ground. Keep your left hand on the ground if you can, if not, a block. If you have one handy, bring your right hand to your right hip and literally pull your hip back as you extend your chest forward, creating length in your spine and your side. Take a breath in and then tuck the left ribs under you. Turn your gaze up And lift the right arm up. Full body breath here. And release down, walking the hands over to the other leg. Letting your body hang over that left leg. Exhale, sinking the weight of your torso, drawing the belly in and up. And then lift your head and chest, bringing your torso parallel to the ground. Weight in your right hand, resting it on something if it doesn't reach the ground. Bringing your left hand to your left hip, pulling the left hip back as you extend the chest forward, getting nice and long in the spine. Taking a breath into that length, and then exhaling, right ribs tucking under, gaze rolling up, left arm floating up. Maybe moving into it a little bit more with each breath. And release the arm down, come back to center, drop the head, and clasp your hands behind your back, lifting the hands up, letting the shoulder blades fold in toward the spine, letting the head release down toward the floor, pushing into the feet, lifting the thighs, lifting the creases at the tops of the thighs, exhaling, lifting the navel. Bring yourself up. Take the arms out to the side. Take a breath in. And then exhale, drop the left arm down, lift the right arm up, but don't touch your leg. Let it hang. Be strong in your feet. And then let's bring that right arm overhead. Counter that by pressing more into your right foot. And again, this left arm's not touching anything. Looking up if your neck permits, otherwise down. Strong legs. And lifting with the right arm, coming up into five-pointed star for just a moment, taking a breath there. And then exhaling down to the right. First we'll have the left arm up. Exhaling, letting the weight of the right hand be heavy and sink you down. And then that left arm can come overhead. Really ground into your feet. Deep breath here. And inhale up into your five-pointed star. Exhale, release the arms down. Step the legs together. Just standing, maybe turning the palms forward. Feeling the breath flowing from belly to chest. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Take hold of opposite elbows and sway from side to side. Hips go one way, elbows and head go the other way. Now let the elbows be heavy. Drive the arms. And then release the hands, bring them to the ground, bending the knees. And then lower the buttocks, coming all the way on to your buttocks and on to your back, leaving the knees bent. And take the arms out to the side. Cross the right leg over the left leg. Lift the hips and move them to the right. Lift your head and move to the left. Drop the knees to the left. And see how it feels if you inhale and squeeze the legs together. I like to think of it like squeezing the bottom of a toothpaste tube to get the toothpaste to come to the top. So see if you can get the breath to come all the way up. And then lift back to center. Uncross the legs, recross them the other way. Send your hips to the left, your head to the right. Drop your knees to the right and your head to the left. Optionally, squeezing the legs on the inhale. lift everything back to center, uncross the legs, straighten out your spine, hug the knees into the chest. Return to the grip, the tailbone, release down, and release the legs, and shake the legs out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now. And then we'll all have the arms out, away from the body, a good distance. Legs nicely spread apart. Eyes closed if you're able to. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Release the weight of the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, letting the lips slightly part. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. And now releasing the breath, so that you're no longer trying to breathe, but just letting the breath breathe for you. And bring your awareness to the feeling of your breath, wherever it's most noticeable. Maybe the belly, or the chest, or the nostrils. And let your attention rest in the feel of the breath. See if you can watch it from the moment an inhale comes in till the last moment of the exhale going out. Notice if the watching of the breath is causing you to control it at all. Try to let that go. Just trust that the breath is fine however it is. It can be shallow, it can be fast, doesn't matter. Just let it be. And just witness it with a sense of curiosity and friendliness. And if the mind wanders away from the breath, when you notice, just come back again, no problem. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock gently from side to side. Come center, rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Roll onto your side, resting your head on your underside arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your mind in whatever you notice in this moment. Sensations, thoughts, feelings, moods, sounds. And then slowly lift yourself up into any comfortable seated position. Letting your head come up last. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.